In the shroud of a foggy morning, a decisive strike is underway. Under the veil of fog, a team of elite Ukrainian Special Operations Forces advances. Stealth and resolve are their only allies as they close in on a heavily guarded enemy bunker, the stronghold of Russian occupiers. The target, a bunker fortified by the enemy, a testament to their determination. But in the hands of these fighters, it is destined for a dramatic end. Every step is calculated, every breath measured. With hearts pounding in unison, the team initiates their meticulously planned raid. In that fleeting moment, amidst the chaos and the haze, a message is sent, a testament to the resolve of those who dare to challenge tyranny, even in the face of overwhelming darkness. This is not just a battle, it is a story of bravery, a glimpse of hope emerging from the fog, a reminder that even in the bleakest of mornings, the spirit of resistance burns bright. As the echoes of the raid linger in the air, the battle expands on another front. The rumble of heavy engines heralds the arrival of a Ukrainian M2 Bradley and a T-72 tank advancing into Russian positions. Here, a perfect example of combined arms strategy unfolds. The T-72 positions itself to shield the infantry from enemy fire coming from a nearby building, establishing a critical barrier as the assault begins. This attack is a perfect example of combined arms strategy. The T-72 positions itself to cover the infantry from potential enemy fire emanating from nearby buildings. This tactical coordination sets up the opening strike against the entrenched Russian defenders. 4 Ukrainian soldiers brace themselves. The anticipation is palpable. They know that as soon as they hit the ground, they will storm the Russian-occupied buildings, methodically clearing them room by room, floor by floor. Every move counts. Every second matters. The battle for this sector is about to ignite. As the soldiers engage and clear the buildings, both the T-72 and the Bradley maintain a steady cover fire, neutralizing potential threats and safeguarding the advance. The synergy between armored might and infantry precision underscores the unwavering determination and tactical expertise of the Ukrainian forces. Elsewhere on the battlefield, the confrontation takes on a different, yet equally fierce, intensity. On the opposite flank, Russian forces disembark into a maelstrom of conflict. A platoon-sized assault, mounted on BTRs and MTLBs, unfolds near the eastern end of Velika Novosilka. The scene is chaotic, a grim ballet of mechanized power and desperate resolve. From the perspective of a commanding officer issuing urgent instructions, the tension is almost tangible. On the Russian side, a soldier slips on the slick, rain-soaked ground, a momentary lapse that could have cost him his life. His comrades, nerves frayed by the mounting pressure, huddle behind their vehicles, waiting anxiously for the command to advance. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces remain focused and methodical. They zero in their artillery, deploy drones, and prepare countermeasures with clinical precision. Each calculated move exposes the Russians' disarray. Their lack of coordination only breeds mistake after mistake, a fatal unraveling in the heat of battle. In the aftermath of this disorganized clash, scattered Russian soldiers seek cover, vanishing into the shadows of nearby structures. In one such darkened refuge, a basement, 3 Russian soldiers huddle together, hopping to evade detection. Their attempt at concealment, however, turns into an intense moment of capture. A grenade arcs into the confined space, its explosive force shattering the silence and forcing the hidden soldiers into the open. With cover fire meticulously suppressing any attempt at escape, amid the ensuing chaos, desperate shouts echo from within the basement as the Russians plead that they are friendlies. Yet the Ukrainian operatives remain unyielding, their commands clear and resolute, hands up and no weapons. In that fraught instant, as captured adversaries are compelled to surrender, the true cost of disorganization and fear is laid bare, a stark reminder that in this relentless theater of war, precision and unity forge the path to victory. The Ukrainian soldiers speak calmly to the frightened basement dwellers, assuring them they won't be killed, even as war's harsh reality looms.
Вони виходять, ні?
Давай, давай, давай!
Быстрее!
Все, руки! Выходи, все, выходи, давай, я вижу, выходи!
Быстрее!
Направо, сразу направо!
This is the mission's most dangerous phase. A single Russian mistake could cost them everything, as it has before.
Направо, направо!
Автоматы где ваш? Быстрее! Быстрее туда!
A warning shot was fired to deter the Russians from fleeing and to prompt swift compliance.
Сколько в подвале еще? Встали на... Где ваше оружие?
Там мы заскинули его.
Быстрее встали! Быстрее пи***уй!
A Ukrainian soldier throws a grenade into the basement, ensuring no hidden threats remain to ambush them. A drone approached, and the Ukrainian soldiers had no time to verify if it was friendly. With remarkable marksmanship, they downed the drone in mere seconds, a testament to their training and professionalism. Now they extract the Russian soldiers and use them in a prisoner exchange with their own captives, a fair trade. As the captured Russian soldiers are secured, the battle shifts to the skies. A Ukrainian Mi-17 helicopter, once bound for Afghanistan, now repurposed for war, moves in. A burst of gunfire tears through the drone, sending it spiraling helplessly to the ground. In a war fought on every front, Ukraine proves its dominance once again, on the ground and in the skies. The drone impacts the ground in an empty field, a safe ending to this mission. The American Ukrainian M2 Bradley moves in to extract friendly forces. A routine rotation of soldiers turns chaotic. This is the most vulnerable phase of any operation, the exit. Immobilized and exposed, they become prime targets for enemy anti-tank weapons. A Russian ATGM slams into the turret. The extent of the damage is unclear, but the Bradley keeps moving, proving its resilience as it powers through the attack. One Ukrainian soldier is left behind, whether by chaos or misfortune. His fate remains unknown. A lone Russian BTR-82 navigates artillery-scarred craters, pressing forward to deploy an infantry assault squad into the fight. Unaware of the danger above, the Russian squad dismounts, preparing to advance. But their assault is already doomed. Hovering silently in the sky, a Ukrainian drone bomber locks onto its target, ready to strike with devastating precision and wipe out the raid before it even begins. Russian infantry takes cover inside a building, hopping to hold their ground, but the Ukrainians deploy their most effective countermeasure, a tank. At point-blank range, it unleashes a devastating round into the structure. The Ukrainian tank moves with precise, deliberate shifts, making itself a harder target in the midst of close-quarters combat. In an environment where threats can come from any direction, staying mobile is key. The tank's constant movement keeps the Russian forces off balance, denying them a clean shot. As it moves back and forth, the tank's turret remains steady, scanning for any sign of enemy activity. The strategy is simple but effective. Don't stay still, keep the enemy guessing. Russian infantry inside the building are on edge, knowing any moment could bring the tank's devastating firepower down on them. The crew inside the tank is fully aware of the risks. Every movement, every decision matters. They are in the thick of it, staying unpredictable, always ready to strike or take cover, maintaining the upper hand in a tense battle.